Hello, wearestelmosfire. It's Friday. It turns out it's the Friday that I'm supposed to make a video. I actually didn't realize that until about an hour ago, so this is not a very planned video, because, you know, normally I'm so very planned. Anyway, 2 videos ago, which was a month ago, I said that in about 2 videos I would be talking about a new channel that I was working on. And that was a lie, because as it turns out, I am no further on that channel than I was a month ago when I said I was about ready to start doing it. I've always had a really big difficulty with getting motivated for new projects, and a really big difficulty with getting motivated to continue doing projects, and a pretty big difficulty with being motivated to finish projects. I don't have a lot of motivation is what I'm saying, but it's really frustrating with this new channel idea that I have because it's something that I'm kind of excited to do, and when I think about it, when I don't have access to anything, when I can't be writing a script or actually filming, it seems like a really great idea and I really want to do it, but then as soon as I get home, I really want to not do it and it sounds like a really bad idea. And this doesn't just apply to video making, this is pretty much everything I do. If I have the means to do something, I don't have the desire to do something, and if I have the desire to do something, I don't have the means to do it at the time. Getting both of those things to happen at the same time is very rare, and it's great when it happens, but it's not something that happens very often. And I'm totally aware of the fact that, like, successful creative people do things anyway. If they don't have the desire, they just do it, because it's gonna get done that way, and then later when they have the desire, they'll be like, man, I'm so glad that I already did that. Even something simple like this video, I spent way too long just trying to turn on the camera and sit in front of it and talk to it, which is not a difficult thing. Like, if I had just gone traveling around the Midwest, I probably would have brought my camera with me because I would have thought, this would make a really good Thoughts from Places video. But then as soon as I would have needed to start filming, I would go, well, is it really worth it? And then I wouldn't do it. So, I can't really say when that's going to actually happen because I move pretty slowly. It's just really crazy to me when I see people like John and Hank Green who have all of these ideas floating around in their head and they just do a bunch of them. If they hadn't decided to start making videos back and forth, there is an entire online community that just wouldn't exist right now. I mean, obviously they're not doing every idea they come up with, but they're doing things constantly. They're always doing new things, and I can't imagine having that kind of ambition to be able to do those things, not even really worry about if they're going to be successful things, if they're going to work. Just do them, get them out of your head, get them over with, and maybe they'll be awesome. Like, it's really simple when you think of it that way, and yet the actual act doing it is really stupid. And I hate even making a video about this kind of thing, because anytime someone talks about how hard it is to get started, it just comes across like complaining, because it's what it really is. I remember in one of my creative writing classes that an author came in to talk to the class, and he kind of answered some questions, and someone asked, what do you think about writer's block? And he said, I don't really think writer's block is a thing, because when you don't want to exercise, you don't call it exercise block. You don't hear someone go, well, I want to go to the gym right now, but I'm just not feeling inspired enough to work out tonight. So his way of thinking was that there is no writer's block, there's just laziness, because it is work and you have to do it. And ever since then I've tried my best to just avoid the term writer's block, because a lot of times that does seem what the real problem is. It's got nothing to do with not having ideas or not having inspiration, it's just laziness. You don't want to sit down and do the work because the work is hard. But it's worthwhile sometimes. You don't know, you have to do it. That's the... And I guess it's really hard to explain to people who aren't interested in something like this how something can be hard. Like, sitting in front of your camera and talking to it is, like, objectively easy. There's no difficult thing about this, except you sit down and then you just sort of stare at it, and there's, like, no one else around to bounce ideas off of. So it's really just you talking to yourself like a crazy person. It doesn't even become an act of video blogging until it exists online. Like, right now, this is just me sitting alone talking at this direction. And probably 80% of the footage I shoot just looks like this. And some of this is difficult. Like, I had to work myself up to turning on my camera, sitting in front of it, and talking for a few minutes. That's dumb. So that's what I've been up to lately. I'm trying to cure the dumb. We'll see how it goes. See you later.